So I thought I'd try a different format because, well, aren't you tired of hearing me ramble and talk about random stuff from my room? Plus, I wanted to try shooting with my Nikon today because I never really use that camera for video, and also I haven't used this mic in a long time, so I figured may as well use it if it works, and I have it. Work from home today. I've been doing a lot of work from home lately. It's really nice, particularly into winter, where you don't have to deal with cold weather or snow or commuting in the winter, which is absolutely horrible. My most vivid memories of university are commuting in the winter, where I would be waiting in the cold for buses that were late, dealing with snow and traffic and wind and sludge. Ugh. I'm glad those days are behind me, but if you are going to university or college or have to commute in the winter, I sympathize. I've been trying to read more, and just yesterday I finally finished reading the entirety of the Chronicles of Narnia. Honestly, you could just read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and be done with the whole series because that is pretty much the best book, and I feel like that's the book that could stand on its own compared to all the other books in the series, which you won't understand until you read that book. Though the last book has a bit of an anticlimactic end for Susan. I'm not going to spoil it for those who haven't read the book, but needless to say, I didn't find that part necessary. I don't know why Susan's character was ended like that. It was just very poorly thought out, almost anti-feminine, almost. It was just completely unnecessary, and I did not understand why C.S. Lewis put that into the book. But yeah, that's a book series concluded, and aside from that one bit in the last book, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now to think of the next series I should read. Been asking for book recommendations from a lot of people, and looks like my tastes are very different from others. I'm not a huge fan of romance or even mystery or anything. I never thought I would really enjoy books centered around a fictional universe, but I really enjoy the lore and all that, so maybe I'll read Lord of the Rings next. I kind of want to go for a jog. You want to go for a jog? Let's go for a jog. Ugh. That was brutal. So icy. Also super cold today. It feels like minus 17 degrees Celsius. So that's fun. So my main MacBook Pro is currently at the Apple Genius Bar for repair. I dropped it off last week, so last Monday, and I haven't heard anything back from them since. Their quoted pickup time is this Thursday, so exactly 10 calendar days after I drop it off. I don't know if they're gonna make that deadline. I haven't seen any updates to my repair status. It's been stuck as our technicians are actively repairing your device from the moment I dropped it off. So obviously they're not actively working on it. It doesn't take them 10 days to do a screen replacement. And yeah, while I'm at it, I probably should explain a little bit. I noticed a dark spot on the screen of my newer MacBook, and it was only really visible when you had like a white background, like something white on the screen. It was like cosmetic. It didn't affect like the performance of the computer, and most of the time I do most of my like photo editing work on an external monitor, so like for that it didn't really matter. But it was still the laptop was still in warranty, so I thought I'd just bring it in and get that checked out and replaced while I still can. The Apple Store said it was under warranty, so the repair bill was $0. So if you do have expensive stuff, make sure you read the warranty terms and conditions and know when the warranty expires, because if something breaks and it's clearly a workmanship defect or something like that, then you know you can invoke that warranty and get yourself a free repair. So make sure you read those terms and conditions. The other thing that's been bugging me is that Amazon sent me the wrong item last week. I ordered an ND filter / polarizing filter combo. I thought it would be nice for like travel and stuff, because every time I'm out and about, I always remember that I forget my polarizing filter where it would be handy, and it would be nice to have an ND filter built into that too for all those long exposure pictures of water. Anyways, Amazon sent me a Samsung SSD instead, and it was a nice SSD. It was actually worth more than the ND filter that I bought. And I was like, well, that's nice and lovely, but like I want the thing I actually originally wanted to buy. So I sent the SSD back. It got picked up. It arrived at the Amazon warehouse, and they haven't like even shipped my replacement ND filter. They haven't shipped like the item that I originally wanted to buy. And I checked, and it's, if you buy it from like another like seller on Amazon, it's in stock. But if you go for the sold by Amazon route, it's out of stock, and they have no ETA on when they'll have it in stock again. So I've just been left in the dark, and I'm just like, ugh. To be really honest, I'm not entirely sure why people watch these videos. Like, I have no aspirations to be a YouTube creator. Like, I would much rather have a stable full-time job working for someone else and get vacation and benefits. Like, I know someone who like runs his own business, and it is not, you really need to take your rose-tinted glasses off and realize that, you know, self-entrepreneurship, like running your own business and being the captain of the helm yourself, it's not as easy as it seems. It's not as rewarding as it seems. It's not as liberating as it seems, because now you're responsible for everything. Like, all of the financial decisions, all of like your assets are managed by you. And then you realize, like, the more money you spend on things, the less income you get. And you could reduce your expenses by like having less staff, but also like the fewer employees you have, the more work that your existing staff has to do. And if you're planning on doing like a one-man business, like a one-person business, you're going to run the show yourself. Well, that means you have to do everything. You have to do not just like the work that you need to do, but also like all of the accounting, all of the finances. You know, you're the one who does all the tax reporting. You have to pay yourself. You have to do all the budgeting yourself, all of the high level strategic planning, all of the marketing, particularly in a lot of fields like, you know, photography. You have to do a lot of marketing. If you don't have a dedicated person doing that, you have to do it yourself. And it's not a secure form of income. Like, if you're able to pull it off, like, I'm not discouraging people from doing like their own business. Like, if you want to own your own business and you're up for the task, you're willing to put in the effort, like, more power to you. But like, for me personally, like, especially in the age of social media, where like your entire business can be completely wrecked when like one social media giant, one tech giant changes like their policies or something, and that can completely tank your revenue. Like that to me, like that level of insecurity, I don't think I can live with. Anyways, I think I'll end it here. The battery on this thing is starting to die, and the memory card is overheating, so yeah. Anyways, I'm not sure how I like this format, but it's worth giving it a try, right?